welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Alongside Chris, and let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough, but that's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Timberwolves, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Houston, 6.5 games behind them.
And I think for Minnesota, they haven't needed any time to find their footing this season. The guys gelled right away. The coaching staff has done a terrific job. It's been a dream start to the year for them.
And look, they've caught everyone off guard. The question now, how do you keep this going?
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, Alden is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Culver. Then there's Brown. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. Tonight, Chris, 2 teams that may meet in the playoffs. Does that create any extra incentive, do you think?
Well, when I was playing, I'd say no, but I can tell you the truth now. Yeah, it creates a lot of extra incentive, especially if you're going against a team that may have the home court advantage against you in the playoffs, or also to kind of see what works and doesn't work against them so you can pull out some extra tricks during playoffs. But anyone that doesn't say that, they're giving you the company line, and I understand that, but yeah, it means a little bit.
Here's Minnesota. Brown wide open. He fires. Here's Morris. And good work on the boards. And they pick up the second chance points.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
Now Westbrook. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
Shea drives in. Tries again. Morris, no good. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. And Bogdanovich kicks to Westbrook. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
A shot by Culver, nobody around. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
The 3 from Harden. That one doesn't drop. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync, GA. I mean, they knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
And that one drops. 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
They get it back. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roll that freely on the glass.
And it's blocked by Brown.
2 block shots with fouling. I mean, you have to...
Oh!
That's just a highlight reel effort by Shea. I mean, he's part steady performer, part showman.
Westbrook against Brown. Scooped up. Capella with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And that one's good, Walden.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Rockets trail by 6. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Brown against Westbrook. Clock at 6. Here's Harden. Rebound, Minnesota. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
And that's what led them to a blowout win. Offensively, they were solid, but their defense was what really carried them.
For Houston, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Westbrook against Brown. Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
I mean, he's finding some good shots early on, and what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Tucker. Down low. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner three.
And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Fires from the line. The Rockets again can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And he gets the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Harden against Morris. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Here's Bogdanovich. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Polished offensive player. Bogdanovich has a nice-looking mid-range shot, and it just continues to get better.
Steps back and fires. They get it back. Towns, the pass to Brown. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. Right around midseason here, Chris, more players-only meetings being held. Give us a little insight into what those are like.
Well, there's some really good ones, Kevin, and there's some bad ones. There's ones that goes, hey, guys, just wanted to bring us all here and say, man, listen, we could do a little bit better. We need to focus. I'll start with myself. I can be better on the boards. You need to be better guards over here. Those kind of meetings are good. Then there's the ones that say, listen, guys, we're going into playoffs. I need everyone to put the phones down. No more going out. Sacrifice. Tell your in-laws, tell your spouse, tell your family, listen, for the next month we're honed in where we can't come back. And then there's the ones that you don't like, the ones that finger pointing, saying, hey, guys, I called this meeting because I'm tired of all of you. None of you are putting up. And then another guy says, wait, I'm not doing my job. You're not doing your job. And other guys come in and you kind of get how it goes. So a lot of different ways you can have meetings. But hopefully as a coach, you have great leadership. So at the end of the day, even if you have hurt feelings, guys come out better for it.
It's Westbrook with the drive. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And Minnesota has possession. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Harden. And it's House in at the 3 spot.
You start to wonder, Kevin. Can anyone guard this guy? Jay having a night to remember.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Lakers really contributed. He grabbed 24 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. Another solid game from him. He's playing well, and so is his team. How long can they keep this up? Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, when it comes to Che, you think intensity, passion. But what some people don't realize, he's also a really funny guy.
The Timberwolves been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The Rockets making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Passes it to Fuller. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Oh, wow, such a willing passer. Bogdanovich doesn't look for his shot. He also wants to get his teammates involved.
And that one is good. Brown's got 21 in the game.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Harden against Brown. It's Harden with the drive, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's Che. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. The Timberwolves gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one's good. Noel.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Pass to Tucker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. While we have a quick chance here, let's now take a look at some point guards who have been dead on target from the floor over the course of the past 10 games. 4th, Che.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, you know, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
When you can shoot like they can, why not? I mean, the threat of their shooting make them more effective at the point.
That one misses. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 9-point game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Houston. For Minnesota, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. That free throw, no good. Hey, Chris, this year pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. It's Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors if there's over there.
I agree. Harden outside, beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. Harden's got 7 points.
What confidence from Harden. He's a lethal three-point shooter. He knows he has the green light.
The pass to Reed, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Take a look at Brown.
Making the play off the bounce on the move. Shea is extremely active.
Rockets trail by 9. Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit. Off target from outside.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Harden missing again.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. and taken away by Brown. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Brown.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Pass to Harden. Over Che. Harden can't hit. Minnesota leading by 11 and stolen by Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Harden. Fires the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Buries the jump shot. Harden's got 9 points.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
To the inside. Here's Che. That one off the back iron and out. Rockets trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Noel. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Tucker finds Harden. Back to Tucker. Houston moving the ball around. Passes to Macon. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him. Get that lead even bigger.
Rockets trail by 15. Pass to Harden. Outside Bogdanovich. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Minnesota with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Brown missing. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Houston Rockets. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Brown against Harden. Che kicks to Wiggins. Here's Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending a guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard or offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of a rule. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
And the shot goes in. 11 points for James Harden.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Minnesota leading by 13, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And so here is Houston, trailing by 13. Harden's shot is good.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Brown. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Loud pass to Capella. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Walden. He's right around 9 points a night, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Culver's checked in for Lehman.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
Daniel House is checked in for Bogdanovich. He hits one and misses one each at the line.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Here's Che. Offensive rebound. And it's Walden missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. Shea, number 1. Russell Westbrook is second.
Between these two guys, it's been quite a month of thievery. Just look at the steals for them over that period of time.
Brown, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
Well, we all know Che's a tricky cover. He could beat you and draw contact in so many different ways.
On the night, free throw numbers for him, 9 attempts, made 7, and so he hits both.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
From deep, Harden. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Culver's shot is off. Rockets trail by 13. From 11 feet away, here's Capella. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. 2-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. They're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons out there in any of these games.
And how about the balance there from Culver? Really good at staying in control despite the D being all over.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Finney-Smith kicks to Westbrook. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Culver. The kick out to Brown. Outside, Walden. 5 on the clock. And another shot. And Che with the layup. Brown's got 40 points.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass.
Look, when he's not killing you on the perimeter, he's doing it inside.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And now a look at James Harden. Just an incredible month of basketball. 6th in scoring, 14th in steals, And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Here's Westbrook. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Great D that time from Westbrook. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 14-point game. Capella, Shea with the block. And they're able to recover. House dishes to Westbrook. Capella with it. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
It was his rebound that stood out even more to me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's tipped, and they get it back. And that one's good. Towns.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the rest.
Brown the pass to Towns. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Poke loose. Here's Brown. Off target at the rim.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, what's working for you guys in the first half? How did you get yourselves going?
We were able to get out and run. We're getting it out the rim fast and getting out the court.
We'll see if you can keep running in the second half, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
We've got Colton. Walden is out there with Morris. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Shea in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know what, Chris? Speed at any position is so vital. Who are the fastest big guys in the game right now that you admire and just can't believe how they go baseline to baseline?
The first one that comes to mind is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a Greek freak, but he's a freak of nature in basketball. His speed, his length, his athletic ability. You love seeing him. And I say a close second, Anthony Davis. And don't forget about Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, a lot of guys that love running the floor and put that pressure on the defense every time by getting out.
Here's Towns. And it's good, 2 points. Towns has got his second basket.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Morris. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
Harden hits them both. As you said, C. Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and what's funny, because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
And Brown drops them both. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Westbrook. 2 points. That one goes. Westbrook's got 23 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Back to Brown. He kicks it to Morris. Left side, Brown drains the 19-footer. Shea's got 48.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now, here is Harden. He's tightly guarded. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now the pass to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. On the inbound. Here's Che. Good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Brown against Westbrook. It's stolen by Brown. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Westbrook. Rebound, Minnesota. Morris has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And good, he hits it again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Rockets trail by 18. Westbrook with a wide open look. It's rebounded by Towns.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. The feed to Tucker. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Morris dishes to Che. Stolen by Harden. From downtown, it's good from long range. Harden's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Back to Che. Rockets with the rebound. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Towns. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Pass to Towns. Wants to get it to Brown and does. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Bogdanovich passes to Harden. And Culver pulls it down. Timberwolves leading by 13. Another one goes. Incredible. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
It's Westbrook with...
Nasty. And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Rockets trail by 15. Here's Harden. Plays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 29.
Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
Shea passes to Culver. And that one is off. Good D by Harden. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Culver. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's now 7 points for Jared Culver.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Westbrook. 27 points for him. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. To the middle, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
There are some things you just can't teach. That's Che with tremendous awareness for where everyone is around him.
Here's Westbrook. Takes it off the glass. He's got 29 points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Big group substitution now. Goes up on the wing. They grab their own miss, and it's Towns on the follow.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Harden with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Fuller. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wiggins passes to Che. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
A nice rhythm on that play, getting Che a good look within the flow of the offense.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break, and then back to the action here. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Houston, Clint Capella is out there with Monroe. Then it's Harden, and it's Macon in at the 2.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
Wiggins kicks to Brown. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Harden finds Capella. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Terrific at catching in there at the basket. I mean, his hands are great. Capella uses that size to his advantage.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Monroe. And it's the Rockets on the break. Finney-Smith passes to Monroe. Here's Finney-Smith. Houston moving it around. Capella trying to free himself up. Harden gets the bucket.
He's a top-tier scorer in this game. I mean, Harden only needs a few shots to fall, and then it's like watching a volcano erupt.
Brown against Harden. Brown with the bounce pass. Over Harden. Shea, no good.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Fires from the wing. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
Harden up top. Goes up to the stripe. And Houston again with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Right side Towns. That one's off. Still out of sync. Rockets trail by 16. Here's Macon. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Walden, he's checked in for Minnesota. Culver comes in for Wiggins. Houston making a switch here. Timberwolves leading by 14. Outside, Walden. Passes it to Shea. Westbrook with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Tucker. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Morris kicks to Shea. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Russell Westbrook.
Oh, that's just fearless in his approach. I love seeing Shea attack the heart of that defense.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And here are the Rockets. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Shea.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Westbrook scanning the floor, and he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The kick out to Walden. Pass to Shea. Tries it from the top of the key. Walden with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. They get the rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
Culver passes to Brown. Good, that's another bucket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Well, this is no surprise. Shea plays with an aggressive mind state almost every time we see it.
Pulls it from 20. Kept alive. Capella. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
He's done almost no damage from 3-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
And it's Shea missing. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook against Brown. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's. Here's Harden. And the rejection by Towns. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Walden, and finished off by A.W.
And you see how powerful A.W. can be. Finishes like this demonstrate just how aggressive he plays.
Double team on Westbrook. Kicks to Bogdanovich to the paint. Here's Capella. Shoots over Walden. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Capella.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Culver passes to Chain. From 12 feet out. And that one hits back iron.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
Capella dishes to Harden. And the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Harden.
He's a point guard. I mean, the point guard's command in the pick and roll. Harden, he always reads it perfectly.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Westbrook. Lob pass to Capella. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, man, and these shots are just the ones Capella makes on the regular. Just a highly intelligent offensive player.
Here's Che. Culver passes to Che. Morris kicks to Culver. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And credit the aggressiveness there. I love it whenever Culver is looking to score. It focuses the defense on him and still able to get the job done.
No good on the free throw.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
They get a hand on it. Rockets trail by 7. The pass to Capella. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Brown against Westbrook. And Capella sends it back. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's in there. And now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Refusing to be tied down, Bogdanovich is fantastic at adjusting his body and shot when he gets hit.
And it's Brown missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Trains the three-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Here's Culver. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And here's Brown outside. The shot misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Morris against Bogdanovich. The kick out to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6 to take the lead. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Shea, right side. No good again that time.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
They get it again. Capella. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. A nice shot by Tucker. And the Timberwolves call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Brown feeling out of it. Morris kicks to Walton. Towns down low. Capella covering. Good work defensively by Capella. And Tucker has it in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Brown. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Pass to Walden. Towns finds Brown. To end the drought, Westbrook with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Here's Shea. Shoots from the baseline. That one rolling around and runs out.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's changed.
And it's Westbrook missing. Timberwolves trail by 8. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. The shot, no good. Great D that time for Westbrook. High post shot. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. In the corner, it's Shea. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Towns is double. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Towns.
The unbelievable confidence in the clutch. Shea with the biggest bucket of the game.
Out to the right wing. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Cans it from downtown. Westbrook's got the lead up to 9 now for Houston.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Oh, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
And the foul called on Shea. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Timberwolves on defense. Hartenstein passes to Finney-Smith. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 4 on the shot clock. The kick out to Frazier. The tray. Drops in the tray.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. Just a total team effort. Just think what the score would be if it weren't for him. I mean, he's been amazing, but a one-man show isn't going to get you a win in the league.
So Houston wins it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
To do, take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan.